Our ranking member of finance, the Honorable Ofori-Atta, and the Honorable Deputy Ranking, the Honorable Adongo, will provide a more comprehensive response to the Honorable Minister of Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta. I'm only guided to be providing leadership in responding to him. We listened carefully to the Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta in his so-called expenditure cut and review of a cabinet retreat which took place chaired by President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Little did we know that in Ghana now, you have quarterly reviews of budget statements outside the presence of Parliament. It is only proper that whatever measures he intends to take and will take will be brought before the August House for us to help him tighten and implement austerity measures to save an economy which is in dire straits. Arguably, after listening to the Minister for Finance and his responses and his proposals, whilst he is talking about expenditure cut, he also insisted that they are going to spend on growth areas and social spending. That can only be a contradiction. Our immediate response to the Honorable Minister of Finance is to state emphatically and unequivocally that he's lost touch with reality. He is not in tune with the state of the Ghanaian economy. Our economy today is one that reflects nothing less than a cost of living crisis and a cost of doing business crisis, both for citizens and for businesses who are unable to cope with the measures so announced by the Honorable Minister for Finance. We do not find his proposed measures adequate enough. We need certainty and clarity. If you had an expenditure approval of 145 billion, we expect that you tell us that I want to cut 45 billion out of the 145, and we know that this is your commitment. 20% of this, 10% of that. We are still not certain how much expenditure cut he intends to undertake. More importantly, he's announced a number of revenue measures, and there's always effort and attempt to blame the minority on the unpopular e-levy tax, a tax which only manifests a money tax and a lazy tax and a money movement tax. We state again strongly that we will not support e-levy in whatever form and in whatever character he brings it. But let it not be repeated that the minority did not support government in its revenue measures. We did. Only in respect of e-levy that we said that procedurally they were wrong. They should not rush it through a motion as an urgent motion. Thankfully, we have been vindicated. I heard him say that he took a trip to Ho, he took a trip to Wa, to Tamale and Takoradi. Could he have done that if the minority irresponsibly had supported him to do the e-levy and the certificate of urgency? He should be thankful to us that we have demanded that he engages further with stakeholders. We are still not satisfied with the outcome. So as I said, on Free Senior High School, we've heard that nothing will change about it. We think that there must be a national conversation on the future of education in our country. There must be, because we shudder have cause to believe that we are investing in literacy and numeracy and not human capital. It's only in Ghana that at the basic level everybody passes. That cannot be competitive, and that cannot make our products competitive in the world tomorrow. On the matter of toll booths, we want it reinstated, and we demand that toll booths be made functional and the revenues accruing from it made available for the Republic. They have no business. As if when you have the mandate to govern, you can just do as you please. Nowhere in the world will you travel and you not see functional toll booths. The state have lost significant amount of money arising out of it. We think that it's only proper that it's reintroduced and probably adjusted so that we can rake in the needed revenue and use it as a vehicle to promote public-private partnership in the development of our road infrastructure and other infrastructure needed. His measures does not respond to a country which is debt distress. Our debt is simply not sustainable. We are told that an additional 45 billion have been added to our interest payment for the first quarter of this year. Where is he going to raise that money? Even with an expenditure cut of about 31 billion, when he already had a deficit of not less than 6.9 billion. He must come properly. On the matter of foreign exchange, he was silent on it. All we heard is that some 2 billion cedis will be brought, 2 billion US dollars will be brought in. That is not enough. We need to have a national conversation on how to increase and expand our exports and reduce imports and stop these knee-jerk responses to exchange rate falls. When the chairman of the economic management team, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, said that he has the key to arrest the depreciation of the dollar, he probably thought that it was as easy as stopping a trotro from Wulugu to Savulugu. It was as easy to stop depreciation of the cedi. He thought it was as easy as stopping a trotro from Wulugu to Savulugu just on the roadside. These are not easy measures. So I thank you very much. The ranking member and deputy ranking will respond appropriately to the text. But we do not find the measures adequate enough to deal with a country which is in debt distress. We do not find the measures enough, which is increasing the cost of doing business for Ghanaian businesses, in particular importers who rely on forex to be able to do their business. So his responses is woefully inadequate for an economy which they have inflicted a rising cost of living and rising cost of doing business.